Alright. Should be live now, I think. A little late. Fortunately, I had to prepare for food later a little bit. And also shower, so I don't have to tomorrow morning. So, we're back to RimWorld, and the game on Beam says RimWorld, which is good. So I've added a bunch of mods. I think before we pretty much just had Colony Manager and better path finding. And I've added more vanilla turrets. It's pretty obvious what that does. Adds a bunch of turrets. The power switch mod, which adds a bunch of stuff to the power switch, like proximity detection and in the room and such, and enemy detection. And the timer switch, which can toggle depending on the time of day. Then we have the floodlights, which adds a bunch of lights, which you can walk over. Hello, Lizzie. And then we have the modular nuclear power mod, which seems like a bunch of fun. It adds kind of realistic nuclear power, I guess. And it's not just a single building that produces power by putting in fuel. It's a little more complex than that. That is, of course, quite a fair bit off, because we need a bunch of research to get that. But we'll get to it eventually, I hope, if the colony survives, that is. So we're going to start, and we're going to continue where we left off. Yeah. Because these mods don't require a restart, unlike the Colony Manager, because they don't add any skills or anything. Well, I guess we'll see what happens when we get to it. Like I said, it's pretty far off, research-wise. Alright, so time to remind myself of what we were doing. We're doing a fridge expansion. That can be hauled away. And we have a power grid going. We have some solar power. And I don't remember what this is supposed to be. I think the mess hall would make sense. And we can probably put... Or was I going to put a table in here? I don't think so. Just been reminding myself of what I was doing. I have a bunch of people. Are you a night owl? Yes. That explains why you're not sleeping. I think my internet went a little wonky earlier too. The network's a little weird. Just lost the signal to my camera out on the porch for no particular reason. I also had a gap in the connection to IRC earlier too. Discord is fine though. by the looks of it. I'm not sure what's going on. The internet in general has been weird lately as well because of some attacks, which was apparently done using a lot of smart devices, like cameras and fridges and stuff. Well, I've seen Discord, well, maybe not momentary, but I've seen Discord lose the connection and try to reconnect occasionally. Although then it's mostly been because of a local failure. But I am recording this on my own, so I'll upload it to YouTube afterwards. Because I don't know if Beam still having issues with recording. There's nobody cleaning. There's blood spread out. Still doing default priorities. Probably want to set these up properly. Let's see. Do it like this. Kind of wish you could reorder these, like drag them to the sides, because I kind of want. Well, I guess doctor should be before bed rest. I guess. How's our medical supplies? We have 24. Warden should be pretty high as well. Flicking should be high. Not sure why certain people don't have flicking by default. Not sure what governs that. Samantha, you can have cooking and hunting, pretty high. I want these rather high as well. Cleaning can be a pretty low priority. You have a bit of passion for research, but not much skill currently. Not sure if I want her to do research. Let's put up a horseshoe pin here somewhere so that we get a joy source. You can have managing and research pretty high. Probably not above these though. I guess we can leave research a bit low. You can have hunting, construction and repairing. Because we don't really need to reorder these much. I could have kept them on manual or on simple priorities. Not sure why it's called manual. Or non-manual, I guess. It's pretty good like that, I think. We probably want to construct a research table or bench. Probably put that in here. Have this as a crafting kind of room. Like that. Probably want a stool for that as well. I don't know which kinds of tables the stool help. I think they help the research bench and then most forms of crafting, but probably not butchering and cooking. But I'm not sure, because there's no actual in-game indicator of that bonus, but I know there is one. Probably move this in here as well. I wonder if it helps the manager desk. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt putting a stool down on all of these. Not really that big a loss. Raid. 2 people. Salamander and Croyo. It's a Pila and a Steel Club. Poor and good. Okay, so we have 1 ranged person. I can build the gun complex and the moat right away. That's odd. Wonder if the gun complex actually does anything right now, or if we need research first. Don't know. Probably turn time on. It's going to be a while before they actually reach us. Yeah, the gun complex needs to be manned. But I'm wondering if the... Was there just a single attachment for it? Maybe that was automatic. Or maybe you unlock more later, different ones. Maybe I want to put one of those up. The question is, although it costs a lot of steel, and I don't really have all that much right now. So probably not. Can't even afford it anyway. So I guess I shouldn't. Probably put one up later when we've acquired more steel. There's a bunch to mine in here. Might encounter more later. Wonder if there's any around. There's some over here, some here. And a bit over here. I found that the Fallout mod, I don't remember its name. Unfortunately, it was for Alpha 14, so I don't think it's going to be compatible with Alpha 15. I'm hoping they're going to update it, because I would really like to have that mod. The one that added the hazmat suits. That chunk is rendered above that tree. That is weird. But yeah, and the Fallout scenario where there's a permanent nuclear fallout effect. So that's unfortunate, but maybe we'll get to play with it in the future. You also saw that I had the Mars mod installed, but it wasn't enabled, of course, and that is because that is a total conversion, and I have been playing with that, which is why there was a bunch of autosaves above this that I didn't use, because those were made with that Mars mod enabled, and it's actually really interesting. It turned the entire game into a Mars colony simulator. So instead of being crash landing survivors, you were actually colonists sent to Mars. And it added things like air supply and air recycling and stuff. And it totally changed the game, obviously, because it's a total conversion mod. But it really changed a lot. Much more than I expected. And I'll probably try that sometime, maybe after this colony has ended, however that happens. And now the raiders are Coming. Might want to put up some sandbags. Let's put up a few here and a few here. Probably not going to have time to make those before they attack, maybe. Now, who has what? You should have the rifle. Can you fight? You have a bunch of shooting. Who has the gun, though? Does nobody have a gun? Didn't we start with a gun? We might not have started with a gun. Should have started with a gun. Pretty sure you always start with a gun. Why don't we have a gun? Where's the gun? Okay, that's weird. So, we don't have a gun. I also probably want a door here and here. Yeah, I know. But there's supposed to be a pistol as well. Probably should have said that. I have the survival rifle, but you're pretty sure you're guaranteed to start with a pistol as well. A rifle, a pistol, and a knife. You always start with that. So, where did our pistol go? Has it been destroyed by something? Might have been destroyed by something. Don't know what though. Because nobody has it. We have an unarmed person and 2 knives and a rifle. Construction failed. Come on. At least they're coming from that direction. We definitely want Samantha stationed. I guess the knife people are going to have to do the bulk of the work, or unless Samantha does it, of course. Probably want you to come up here. Well, alright then. Let's hunt them down. Samantha can go back to work. Probably. Actually, let's have you help a bit. There we go. Yeah. No chance. Let's strip them. Maybe NG over here can equip the Pila. Because why not? We don't have anything better. Steel Club isn't going to do it. Probably want to strip them first before carrying them off to the old body dump. Probably want to make an indoor stockpile as well to get our items inside so they don't deteriorate. Let's make a small one there first. Don't think we should have to expand the freezer in that direction. We can expand it inwards instead. Who's our miner? Shizuka, who's recovering. I'll probably want to undraft you. There's a bunch of stuff to do, as usual, and not enough manpower to do it. We need to make the stockpile, which is probably the highest priority because we want to get the stuff that deteriorates in the medicine more. Actually, probably want to take care of that immediately by making a stockpile in here. Then we can delete that. Low medicine, yeah. Group of travelers. Do they have anything to trade? There they are. They don't. None of them are traders. That's unfortunate. Where are you going? Taming emo. What? Oh. That was probably up by our base before, I guess. Let's wander down here. If this fails, I'm going to... yeah, I'm going to cancel that. There's a wolf down here. It's hurt by something. Turtle. Some jade here as well. That might be nice to have later. I'm not going to mine that right now, of course, because we have other things to do. Dizuka, probably don't want you to do growing. How's your passion for that? You have none. I actually probably do want to have Dizuka do growing. But not right now. Or actually, yeah, because I have this stockpile. But I'm going to want these items to be hauled first before anything else. Yorkie skin. Huh. The medical supplies we need to get inside. Samantha is cooking. I want you to help haul stuff once you're... oh, you can't haul. Never mind then. Martha is up here. You're hauling bodies. That's alright. You can keep doing that. Because we want to get those away. Probably want to continue hauling stuff. Manually prioritize that. No. I said haul stuff. You can probably eat, I guess. If this is going to be the mess hall, probably can use a little less space. This. Okay, so you're continuing hauling on your own. You have equipped tribal wear. I haven't assigned any clothing. Probably want to set all of you to worker. Then we're going to manage outfits. So just the worker. Probably want to have this be at least... actually, let's leave it at any. Ooh. An escape pod. Who's inside? Nurk. That's a name. Very high artistic and growing. Burning passion for managing and artistic. Dislikes women. That's unfortunate, given that all of our current colonists are women. Incapable of dumb labor and social. Not particularly desirable. I don't really have much space right now anyway. Also probably going to want to plan out 4 rooms. How wide is this? 7. So we want 7 from there. Alright, then like that. Still nobody doing any cleaning. How's the temperature? 28. Because that's a little hot. Probably keep the cooler here on. I think we're good on power anyway. These are outputting a lot considering it's raining. Charging our batteries. To remember to disconnect these when they have been charged. Charge is just going up slowly. It's nice. Yes. Doing stuff. Where did the visitors go? Did they leave again? I missed that. Yeah, obviously not, since they're still outputting max. Which is odd, because it should be pretty cloudy right now, given the amount of rain that is coming down. So, technically they should produce less power. Another thing that the Mars mod did was solar panels get slowly covered in dust, and they need to be cleaned off, which is something that colonists do, of course. But if you don't, if they can't do it, or if you keep them from doing it somehow, the dust builds up and the panels start producing less power. It's a very interesting mod. I didn't play much of it, of course. I just played sort of the establishing phase, where I tried building a little base. Tried out the room pressurization mechanic. I actually tried twice. I had to restart because I did a stupid thing. When you start, I thought you had to construct a device to produce oxygen. There's a huge machine. I think it's the size of 2 of these tables together. So basically like this. That it's basically an air recycler. So I built one of those, and it was really expensive. And I thought it was really weird that you had to build this huge machine at first. And then after I'd constructed it, I realized that you actually got one for free, a smaller version, but it wasn't installed. You had to, it was, well, yeah, it was uninstalled. So you had to mount it somewhere for it to work. And I didn't see it at first for some reason. Instead of starting with a pile of items, you start with 3 crates that you have to unpack. Basically like a crypto sleep casket that you open and things come out. Kind of works like that. And when you open them, you get some resources and you get that device, and I didn't see that for some reason. So you have to, and it also took me a little bit to figure out that it doesn't work on its own. You have to construct a vent. I don't remember the exact name of the building, but there's kind of a vent thing that you need to build, and it needs to be connected to the recycler, which I also don't remember the actual name of. Because otherwise it can't actually output the oxygen it produces. And I guess the idea is that if you have one of those big things, you don't want one per room. You have to connect them with tubes to these vents, which makes sense. Another thing that confused me at first was that it removed these conduits and replaced them with some kind of, I don't remember the name of that either, but it was called colony connector or something like that. and it basically worked like a power conduit and an air conduit, like air tubes for transporting oxygen around, which was a little weird. It was weird that the power conduits were missing at first. Other than that, it was pretty straightforward. Although one thing I didn't understand is that you have a few additional resources. It replaces some of the resources. Instead of plasteel and such, you have steel, iron, and aluminum. And I couldn't figure out how to produce steel. You got some steel in the starting resources from the crates, which is used to build specific buildings. And then I looked around the map and saw that you could mine iron and bauxite, which yields aluminum, of course. But I didn't see any steel, which makes sense because steel doesn't occur naturally. It's an alloy. But I didn't. As far as I could see, there wasn't a way to produce it either. And I looked through the research as well, and I didn't see any way to produce steel there either. Maybe it's a side effect of one of them. But it kind of confused me. Let's fast forward time a bit. But yeah, so definitely have to try that for real at some point. Whoops. Like I said, whenever this colony comes to an end, I'll probably try that instead. Hopefully this colony will last a while though, because I really would like to get to the nuclear stuff. It would be great. What are people doing? They're going for a walk. I want to see what people are doing. I want to make sure, mostly that Shizuka is mining, because that's what you were supposed to be doing. Oh, you're growing stuff. Can we manage growing? Let's check out the manager. I guess it would come under foraging. So you can manage hunting and livestock, forestry, and foraging. But foraging is wild plants, like raspberry bushes. It doesn't include the fields. You can also manage crafting, of course. Doesn't look like you can manage farming. Because I have a lot of stuff built up. So I'm pondering if I want to forbid reseeding the fields. Although I suppose once that is done, they'll go back to doing other stuff, and then it'll be a while before the plants grow up again. Probably want to actually doing that would probably be pretty stupid, because we want to build up as much food as possible. Because, well, there's going to be periods where we can't grow anything. And by then we want a supply of food, obviously. Because I'm pretty sure I picked a temperate zone where there's going to be winter, as I usually do. It's currently summer. So yeah. Probably don't need to manage farming. It comes in, harvesting and reseeding comes in waves. Okay, Shizuka is digging here. Probably want to hold off on most of this. I mean, we can dig this out, I suppose. We get some more space for food. But then I want you to... Oh. I have a relationship which I missed. Luth. Wait, what? Oh, it's part of the raid. Really? Seriously? You have a lover on a different faction? How does that work? I mean, we crash landed on this planet and have been here since then, and presumably before then you have never set foot on this planet. You can't possibly have met this guy before. I don't understand. Okay. Well, hopefully he'll survive. I wonder if people with relations... I mean, I guess it's possible that they were lovers on the ship, and Luth is actually escaped on his own from the ship and crash landed nearby that faction and joined them, I guess. That would be the explanation. I wonder if people who have relationships with your colonists, like prisoners that have relations with your colonists, are easier to recruit. Probably want to prepare a prisoner bed for Luth. I really hope he survives, because if he dies, it's going to have a negative impact. Compacted machinery on Shizuka was the relation with, I think. Probably doesn't, but I can hope that it does. He formed a relation with Lilith. They're just chatting here. Some steel walls here. I wonder if there's one of those crypto sleep rooms on this map. I don't think I've seen one when I looked around. If there is, it's not obvious. I don't know if they can generate inside of mountains completely hidden. They tend to stick out, but that might just be chance. There's a lot of places that look like it, but have rough edges, like this. Totally looks like a room when you look at it from afar, but then you zoom in and see that there's just rock edges instead of walls. Okay. They're beginning their assault. We did have you pick up the Pila, right? Yeah. Okay, so they're going to come up here, so let's have our people get into position. We should have the knife people join us as well. Alright, it's just 3 people. And Dunlap here, which is a stupid name. It's pretty slow. He does have a pistol, though. Then we have a steel club and a steel ship. So we might get a pistol out of this. Where are you going? Yeah. Don't hit the sandbags. Okay, you're going to go down. Okay, he did survive. That's nice. I want that pistol, so I'm going to chase down Dunlap. And we did get that bed made, so let's mark that as a prisoner bed. And then you two, NG can capture you. We also got an awful steel shiv. We got some go juice. I don't remember what that does. Synthetic combat drug. Go juice blocks pain and increases the user's melee and shooting abilities and enhances movement speed. Alright. Probably really addicting, I would bet. Come on, get him. Should be able to catch up to him. How's your movement speed? Weakened. Should be able to catch up to Dunlap. I want that pistol because it's useful. Come on, get him. Yes. No, dang it. He escaped. Rap. Let's strip you. And then we're going to have a look at you. We want you to get medicine because we want you to survive. And then chat and recruit. And then our doctor is Tizuka. You need to treat him because you might have... Yeah, you're bleeding. You have a lot of wounds overall. Just one bleeding wound, though, which is fortunate. Samantha, you can strip this person. At least I presume that they won't use Goju's on their own because it's not a recreational type drug. It's a performance enhancer. So hopefully they won't decide to inject themselves with it. Randomly. Alrighty. I can have you treated as well. Don't know what kind of wounds you have. Just some bruises. Not sure why those need medicine or medical supplies. I mean, bruises pretty much heal on their own. You are bleeding. That's not good. You have 5 in medical, so we're probably going to want you to treat Jisuka to get those bleeding wounds closed. Going to want to improve the sleeping conditions as soon as possible. Why are you idle? Oh. Well, alright then. Is that because you literally have nothing to do? Is this complete? Yeah. Probably want to increase this then. Just so we have more food stored up. Keeping Samantha busy. Can you haul this away? I don't want this here. Shizuka should do the warden duties when she wakes up. Angie is cleaning. That's good. Probably means she has very little to do. Food poisoning from simple meal. Righty. Luth is now wandering around our crafting room slash stockpile. Did that blood just disappear on its own? Does blood decay? Maybe it was just rendering order that changed, so the rubble got above the blood. Another escape pod. Cox. Female. Who dislikes men? What is up with this? High passion for melee. Bit for social construction, growing and crafting. Pretty high growing and crafting. That might be nice. Pretty sure there's someone else who dislikes men. Yeah. Amelia NG dislikes men as well. I wonder if that is activated by having a male prisoner. I don't know. Let's see, needs. No. Don't think so. Doesn't look like it. It's probably just if you have another male colonist, which we are going to have if we recruit, or when we recruit Luth. Do we want to recruit Cox? Probably. You're feeling good, but you're hot and in shock. Alrighty then. It would require setting up another prisoner bed, but I suppose we can do that quite easily. Let's put one there and have NG construct that immediately. And then probably have Martha go and capture Cox as soon as possible. It's going to take some walking. Where are you going? Is this covered by the home zone? I don't need that to be covered by the home zone. It's just a dumping stockpile. Okay. Zuka is mining out the future mess hall, which is good. Oh, hello. A criminal surgeon named Antonino Tony calls you from nearby. She's being chased by tribespeople from the White Plain people, begs for safety and offers to join your colony. Probably want to accept that, actually. But I'm going to go eat now. So I'm going to have to wait with that until I come back, which will hopefully not be too long. Just going to there we go. Alright. I am back, obviously. So, we're going to accept or offer safety. Probably don't want to fast forward during this. You don't have any weapons. So, probably you went straight for cocking. Probably went to arm you. You do have very high melee skill. What's our best melee weapon? Shoddy. That's not a weapon, that's a smoke leaf joint. We have a poor steel club. The poor wooden one. Probably the poor steel club is our best weapon that isn't already being used. At least for now. Very fortunate that Tony happens to be good with melee, because we don't really have any free ranged weapons. And I think we have our new doctor. Because you have very high medicine. So we're going to put Shizuka down to backup doctor. We have 10 versus 10. But Shizuka has a lot of other things to do. Mining and constructing. That takes priority for sure. You can probably do growing as well, and we can have Shizuka lay off on that. Want to train Tony up on that instead, because spreading tasks out over several people is probably a good idea. Now let's see what is chasing Tony. Should get a raid momentarily. Should appear here as well. There it is. Ooh, that's a bunch of people. They are tribes people though. Pila, Granite Club, Great Bow, Slate Club, and a Short Bow. So 5 people. Not too bad. Should be able to handle that with the people we have, I think. Let's expand these a bit. NG's gotten food poisoning, which can't really do anything about. And I think with that, we're going to want to start getting people into position. Why can't you move? Okay, never mind. You are rescuing somebody, so we are not going to draft you quite yet. You can come out here again. That should do. Let's try moving NG again. No? Oh, you're vomiting. That's why. Probably. Yeah. That's why you didn't want to move. Looks like we were cutting that a bit close. Probably want to drop you for now and go help. Oh dear. That's not good. Hello, Oswin. Oh dear. And probably want to assist Tony over here. You can take care of this guy. Okay, they're fleeing. We can let Leon go, I think. And take care of this guy. And unforbid all of this stuff. Samantha and Angie can need to rescue Tony. No unreserved non-prisoner bed. Oh, right. Yeah, not sure what's going on with this beam love stuff. That's definitely new. Yeah, that would be a new viewer record for sure. I've been raided apparently. We need to unset the owner of a bed and set it to Tony so that somebody can rescue her. We have a downed raider. Who I'm probably going to ignore because I can't really accept more people. And she's incapable of caring, so I don't have to care either. So I'm going to ignore Branya here. And then we need to continue capturing Cox. And I think that is it. Actually, Shizuka can rescue Tony instead. Who's unfortunately our doctor, who was supposed to be. So Shizuka is going to have to do some doctoring. Probably want to prioritize treating well, Yeah, pretty much what Mexodus is saying. This has never happened before, and if I'm supposed to react in a certain way, I don't know it. Thank you. I'm relatively new to streaming, and especially on Beam since I started streaming on YouTube. I kinda wish I could move down people. Could move them to the graveyard prematurely. Strip these people. I need more beds. But I don't have any room for more beds. Ah. Oh yeah. I have seen things like that. I don't really watch a lot of streams either. But I do remember seeing that once, probably. So thank you, I guess. Yeah, beam love. So somebody's going to have to use a sleeping spot for now. And then I should probably have a bed constructed. To put it here temporarily. Tony's gotten up, been treated. Is there anybody else that is bleeding? Both of these have untreated wounds, but Tony should get to that eventually. Izuka probably also has. Stoned on smoke leaf. Alright. Hunger rate times 130%. Huh. Well, alright. Martha, you're the one who doesn't have a bed, so you're going to have to take the sleeping spot for now. Please sleep indoors, not out on the ground. Oh dear. You weren't related to anyone, right? No. Alright. We have an infection. That's not good. Probably have you. Am I not? I haven't planted any medicine, have I? There's a gun. Is that my gun? That might be my gun. What's that doing over there? I want a growing zone. Need a growing zone for heal root. Ah. Well, crap. Shizuka has 8 growing skill. Wait, do you count as down? You're just sleeping. Should have enough skill to plant heal root. Oh, I removed you off growing, didn't I? Okay, I'm going to have to put that back. To plant some heal root. Because I'm going to need more medicine soon. Because running out of medicine is bad. And it's being consumed rather quickly. In this raid aftermath. Starvation? Samantha, why are you starving? You should... Nobody is cooking either. Because Samantha is resting. Major break risk. NG, why? Lots of stuff. Feeling bad. Great. Ate without a table. Yeah. Repulsive barrack. Great. Witnessed outsider death. Hey. They attacked us. Not our fault. Okay. You should move to this bed instead. You can delete this sleeping spot. So much to do. So little manpower to do it. As usual. Samantha. Malnutrition. Trivial. Probably eat if you haven't. You have eaten, okay. Need a table. Okay, Suzuka is working on the stockpile room. Beavers. Let's mark them all for hunting, I guess. Don't really care about the trees. You're hiding in your room that you don't like. Right. That's great. Fine, whatever. At least you're not going on a rampage. I really like that change. Well, the addition of more break reactions other than going on a rampage. Like these more mild ones that just incapacitates them for a while. It's much better than them going around hurting people. Alright, so now that that is done, Shizuka should get going with the future mess hall. Get that done, I should finally be able to put in a table. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be hauled. And then I'm going to have to expand this. We need to leave this temporary zone still because we need the space to store stuff. I'm going to have to expand the storage room at some point. Are you missing limbs or something? Left arm infection. Untreated. Why are you untreated? Did give you permission to have medicine, right? Yeah. Because I want to recruit you. Should treat that dang infection. Might kill her. Kill her eventually. It's a major one as well. Dang it. Well, that's not good. She might die from that. You're very resilient. Take ages for people to die from lying on the ground while bleeding. People can die very quickly from an infection. Why are you cutting down a tree? I think I'm going to set up a foraging job in the manager, which is going to be the first managing thing that we do. So target count, I guess 500 is good. Allow all trees. It's going to only cut fully mature trees. So let's add that job. So we have 225 wood currently. So it's going to, so as soon as someone goes to the managing table desk and goes over our inventory, it's going to create, it's going to see that we don't have enough wood. We have less than 500 wood. So it's going to start marking trees, fully mature trees, for chopping. To fulfill that requirement. And that is basically what the manager does, but for a variety of different tasks. You can of course have it manage hunting as well, and cooking. Can we make fine meals? No, we cannot. That's unfortunate. What's our highest cooking? That's you, which is 5, which is not enough yet. But we should get up to 6 eventually, and then we can start making fine meals. So until then, I don't need to worry about having meat. Vegetables is enough for now. So I don't really need to worry about hunting. But once that does become relevant, we are going to want to set up the manager to make sure we have a certain amount of meat. Chunk of spacecraft has fallen. Yeah. There's a lump here. Don't really care about that right now. They're doing a poor job of hauling stuff. Whoever job that is. Alright, hopefully she should get to carving out the bedroom soon. Colonist needs treatment. Oh. Well, that's not good. I need a few more beds. I need a bunch of medical beds. Let's make 3 more beds down here for now. And you can prioritize that instead. Why are you cowering? Oh, are you attacked? You were attacked by a timber wolf. Okay. That is a valid cowering reason, I feel. Where is Samantha? Ah, you're hunting beavers. Right. Tony, you don't have a weapon anymore. You dropped your club somewhere. Let's have you... Actually, no, it was a steel club. Where did that go? Ah, there it is. The poor... Was it the poor one? I guess so. Oh, you're going to attack them. Well, alright. It's fine, I suppose. You had very high melee. I want to take care of this timber wolf that is attacking people. Should be relatively easy. It's not defending itself. I guess it was eating. Which is a bit weird that it kept doing that. Alright. Can mark these as medical beds. And then you're going to rest until healed in one of those. And then we're going to have you be treated by Tony before she gets to rest. There we go. Nice. Let's see, we have 5 colonists now, so we're going to want to add another room. So we're going to want 6. And then a plan marking out the interior. And then cut out the corridor as well. Unfortunately, the plan is going to be removed when the tile is dug out. I would have liked it to keep the plan. But whatever. Still a lot of stuff that hasn't been hauled. Also, probably going to want to put in lights down here. And we do have the floor lights now, which I'm probably going to use in the corridors. But I am going to put a regular standing lamp in here. Also going to put in a couple of doors. And then let's put some lighting strips along the corridor to light it up a bit. And then we're going to fast forward. The things happen. Developed immunity to the infection, that is good. You're fine. You are on chat and recruit, yes, good. How's the medicine doing? Oh. Nobody's gotten to that yet. Hasn't even cleared the area. Batteries are almost full. And once they are, I'm going to disconnect or switch off one of the banks to keep as a reserve in case of surges, things like that. Izuka is working diligently with the mining. Pretty nice. I should put in that table. This room down here is kind of an all-round type room right now. Going to serve both as a bedroom, infirmary, and mess hall for now. But it is going to have to do that. I don't know if anyone's done any managing yet. We are running really low on wood. Maybe I want to prioritize that. Who was our manager? Samantha, of course. I don't know what the having a higher skill in that does. Maybe it makes them faster at it. Perhaps. Probably have that as a higher priority. Wait. You warden? Oh, you're our warden too. I thought somebody else was that. For some reason. Not sure why. Okay, so now you're doing some managing. So now there should be a bunch of trees. Yeah. Now suddenly a bunch of trees have been marked for cutting. So somebody's going to get to that eventually. So we're going to start seeing our wood supply go up. Taking your sweet time building a chair. Normal chair. Really would like you to get rid of these rock chunks. I wonder what this room is classified as now. Hospital. I guess the hospital beds prioritized or are prioritized over the other stuff. Really would like someone to plant some heal root. Probably need to bump that up over mining. Why are you hauling all of a sudden? Oh, you were hauling wood. I thought you went for this skin for some reason. Alright, I guess. Hey, we recruited Cox, who won't have a bed, so we're going to unmark one of these ones. So she can go to sleep immediately, I guess. Alright. So you dislike men. We still don't have any male recruits. Amazingly. Because we haven't recruited Luth yet. That is probably going to happen eventually. Your title is patient. What? That's dumb. How are you a patient? Psychiatric patient. What? Incapable of caring, social, scary, and firefighting. Wow. You went from being a medical assistant as a child to a psychiatric patient as an adult. Luth spent most of his adult life in an insane asylum. His industrial homeworld had a poor understanding of mental illness, and he was treated more like an animal than a person. Though he eventually recovered and was released, his experience dampened many of his basic life skills. Cooking -2, crafting -2, firefighting disabled, doctoring disabled, and wardening disabled. Wow. Okay then. Still, the lover of Shizuka, so guess we gotta keep him. I mean, I guess I could release him because he still wouldn't be dead. I'll probably do that actually. No, not execution. God no. Because I don't exactly want to keep him as a prisoner. Actually, wait. Can I select him? Yeah, his recruitment difficulty was 99%. Now he's released. That's good. Goodbye. Not very nice not removing the restraints. But whatever. Plenty of food. Where are you going now? Okay, hunting alpha beavers. The alpha beavers are still at large, apparently. All the way down here somewhere. That is a rat. There's one. Guess there's just one left. You can actually haul this. Oh, you can't haul, right. You can come and fetch this. I don't want to waste the meat. Okay. Doing colony management. There's also an advanced version of the desk. And I'm not sure what the difference is between that and the basic one. I don't think it unlocks any more capabilities. It might just be faster. And then the final step is basically an AI one. An AI manager that does it automatically without a colonist needing to do it. Which uses an AI core, which you get from those ship chunks that cause those psychic effects and that spawn mechanoids when you attack them. We have a bunch of uranium. I don't remember how we got that. We got that last time. I think raiders might have dropped it or something. Pretty sure I didn't buy it from anyone. But that is going to be useful once we get the nuclear technology. Definitely. Nobody stole all these stupid rock chunks out. Because that's not very high priority. I don't really want you to do harvesting. I want you to do sowing. Kinda wish those were separate. Separate priority tasks or jobs. Because I need Chizuka to plant those eel roots. Unless you just can't. No, you can. Okay, there we go. Okay, 4 of them, not nearly enough. Okay, there we go. Now it's happening. Okay, finally. About time. I hope... Oh, come on. What are you doing now? Oh. Eating, I guess. Alright, we do have a table in there. There's the timber wolf. Killed a while ago. I'm amazed that hasn't spoiled yet. Especially considering the outside temperature. Bunch of cooking being done. More food poisoning. Which I don't particularly care about. Tony is a minor break risk, that's fine. You have tattered apparel. It's the button-down shirt. I don't have a replacement shirt, so I don't think I can do anything about that right now. Oh yeah, we have a research bench, but I haven't assigned any research. Should probably do that. Drug production, maybe? No. That would be silly. Stone cutting. It's definitely what I want to do. Batteries are full. Almost. We have a slight loss now during the night. Because apparently the fuel generator isn't producing quite enough. Which is draining the battery slightly. They should charge up fully during the next day. And then I'm going to toggle one of the switches off. What is that? Oh, that's a metal tile. Alright. I'm also probably going to want to do that. So I can fit another bank in of 3. And then maybe even construct another power room here. Something like this. Then I can have another set like that. Put another 3 arrays in here. That should do. Probably a good idea to separate them with walls, just in case a fire starts or something. Make it harder for it to spread. rock chunks are being hauled, which is good. Research is being done. Samantha, I guess you don't have anything else to do when there's no cooking to be done. So that's good. Oop. Minor break risk with Cox. Yeah, just affected by a bunch of things that I can't really do anything about right now. Need to finish these bedrooms. Yeah, food poisoning again. Not sure how we managed to poison food that much. Probably don't want these lying around here. So they're going to be in the way. Might as well have them hauled away. Oh. Wait, what? This isn't supposed to take animal corpses. Does this not take corpses? It does take animal corpses. All of them. And insect corpses. Doesn't allow rotten. Have these... These are fresh. They shouldn't be rotting. There we go. Let's get these hauled inside the freezer before they spoil. So there'd be a bunch of wasted meat, which I don't like at all. Okay. I'm glad I noticed that. They kind of look like corpses. I lost 2 of them, though, which is unfortunate. I mean, they were corpses, but they look like raider corpses. Rotting raider corpses. Still a bunch of cleaning to be done, but somebody will probably get to that eventually. Breakdown battery. Ah, dang it. These should be full now, so somebody is going to toggle that switch. It's going to disconnect, and that actually technically removes this connection here completely. So hopefully these will not be affected by any power surges and such, is my assumption. Somebody needs to fix that battery. Yeah, okay, Shizuka's already on that. It's good. And then that should charge again. Not sure why it discharges from a component breaking, because the actual power storage should still be holding a charge, even if one of the controlling components break. So that's a little odd, but it's gamification, I guess. Maybe I don't want to use the meat in simple meals. Stick to vegetables and animal products, I guess. Now, I told you to not use meat. Can I see how quickly you're researching? I don't think so. Oh, the room cleanliness affects research speed. That's interesting. Very interesting. A stove is 50% effective as cover, apparently. Alrighty then. Shizuka, why aren't you mining? Ah, you're planning heal route. I guess that is a little more important. Especially since it'll be winter soon. And at that point we probably won't be able to grow any heal root at all. Oh, hello. Raid. Just as I'm about to take a drink. Attacking immediately. That looks like a sniper rifle. There's just 4 people though. That is indeed a sniper rifle, a normal one. I definitely want that. Okay, where will you be coming? You'll be coming from down here. Most likely. That'll be the shortest path. Probably don't want to sit at these sandbags though, because with a sniper rifle they'll be able to shoot at us from a long distance. We want to trick them into coming closer. What I'll probably do is put up a bunch of sandbags here. And then I'm going to want these to be constructed as fast as possible. Who has the sniper rifle? You have a machine pistol? You're really slow. Then we have a survival rifle and a knife. And the sniper rifle. Okay. You have melee capabilities. You are ranged. We're going to want to get people into start getting people into position now. I feel. Cox, you have passion for melee but no real skill. Let's equip you with a granite club, I suppose. You are a melee character. Alright, time to scramble to the defense of the colony. Building sandbags last minute. Engaging the rifle people in melee combat. Nice. We'll be getting ourselves a sniper rifle. Lynx. Experiment. Spoiled child as childhood. And test subject as adulthood. Kidnapped as a teenager, Lynx was an unwilling test subject in experimental gene therapies for 6 years. Labs and scientists scare her. Research -8, social -8. Melee +8 and shooting +6. 10 and 11 in shooting and melee respectively. That's pretty high. Incapable of intellectual and firefighting though. He's greedy, a teetotaler. I can't pronounce that. doesn't like chemically induced player, and she's an optimist. You'd be quite nice to have. Probably rescue her. Or capture, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. We also got a survival rifle, although it is awful. The one we have is normal, at least. Strip you, haul that. Alright, you can haul the survival rifle inside so we don't lose any durability from that. One person escaped, or maybe two. There was a fourth one that never got there, wasn't there? Probably escaped before I noticed. We got the hallway lights put in. They don't put out as much light as I expected. I guess I need more of them. Probably at least every other tile, perhaps. Maybe even every tile. Okay, finished stone cutting research. Nice. Let's research the automatic power switch. Be nice. I might need more medical beds. I'm also going to need a dedicated infirmary. Probably build that in this corner here. 7 by 7 will probably do. Then we can do that. We have 2 entrances. Actually, no. Oh yeah, I'm going to have that, but I'm going to forbid one of them because I don't want people running through the infirmary. That's probably not a good idea. Lynx gotten food poisoning, whatever. Stupid food poisoning. Allow medicines for Lynx. Tony, you are going to have to treat Lynx before it's too late. Colonists need treatment. Tony needs treatment as well. Going to have you rest. And then have Tizuka treat Tony. And it looks like we are out of medicine, which is not good. That's not good at all. At least we have heal root growing. Not as much as I would like. But it's all growing on fertile or rich soil. So it's growing 40% faster than it would normally, at least, which is great. It's pretty great. We now have 6 colonists in total, so I'm going to need another bedroom. Jeez, I haven't even carved out one of them yet. I hope there isn't another raid too soon. That would interrupt the work again. If there is, I'm not going to capture any of the raiders, regardless of their skills. It seems that these lights, every other tile is acceptable. It's of course a drawback compared to having to build fewer lights if I were to use the standing lights. But they don't block paths instead, which is great. Also, they look a little better, I think. I would like to replace these walls eventually with smooth walls. Which reminds me, I should probably smooth the floors in here. To make it a little more visually appealing. Which is going to distract even more from work, though. At least NGA can help with constructing, at least. Do I want Chizuka to have higher priority on mining than constructing? I probably do for now. So I'm going to bump mining up to priority 1. Put it above constructing. Because I really need those bedrooms to be carved out so I can start building them. I would research carpet making, but I'm not farming any cotton at the moment. I should probably fix that. Let's make a cotton field over here. Where is it? There. Cotton plant. Requires no skill, so that's good. Means anyone who's doing growing can plant that. Three people playing horseshoes at once. Interesting. I think that is the first time I've ever seen that. Oh wow, there is a lot of research. to be done. Light water reactor. Yeah. Some of it is nuclear reactor stuff. Going to want that. Radiation suit. Probably need that when handling nuclear reactor stuff. Most likely. NG is a mental break again. It's going on a food binge. Fine. Whatever. Okay, then. Can you not firefight? Ah. Zuka cannot firefight. You are already firefighting. Alright. We'll probably put that out. That totally discharged our batteries, of course. But since it's day, we should be having a positive gain. Or not, because the power disconnect, or the explosion disconnected our solar panels. Probably should fix that immediately. Okay, now we have plenty of power again. Hopefully we'll charge our batteries up enough to last the night. If not, I'll have to enable our backup array. But it's nice to see that it doesn't affect disconnected batteries, the power surges, because they're not technically connected. Because the switch physically removes the connection. It's great. Is this full? Our dumping stockpile is full. So we're going to want to expand that a bit. And by a bit, I mean a bunch. Quite a lot. Should allow people to start hauling chunks again. And then we can put in some more power switches. NG's recovered from the break, which is nice. We can now fit another array in here as well. So let's put that in. Hopefully we have... Looks like we are out of steel. Hopefully we'll find some more in here while we're working on it. Otherwise we might have to suspend the mining in here for a bit until we have Shizuka mine resources outside, because we need steel. Or I could disassemble these, I suppose, which could give us a bunch of steel without having to have Shizuka do mining. So it'll do that. Disassemble all of the spaceship chunks we have available. We also have some steel walls that we can disassemble. And at least I'm not doing it during a raid this time. Not sure if I want to move that generator. More food poisoning. Kinda wish it would stop notifying me about that because it's kind of useless. I'm going to put up some wind turbines. Even though I can't build them right now because I don't have the steel for it. Still going to plan them. More food poisoning, which I don't care about. Cotton is being planted. That's great. Even more food poisoning. Trees are being chopped down, which is great. Mining is being done, which is also great. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any steel yet. Heat wave rate. How's the temperature in here? 15 degrees. That's acceptable. Probably because it's inside of a mountain. Which is nice. Temperature is going up outside. This room is being cooled and it's maintaining 20 approximately, which is great. More food is being harvested, which is also great. Our freezer is actually pretty full. Martha's does tattered apparel. Got food poisoning from berries. I freshly harvested berries. No idea how that happens, but whatever. Lots of skeletons over here. All these batteries and stuff are going to need a lot of steel, of course, which we don't have right now. Where are you going? Oh yeah, you're deconstructing the ship chunks, which is going to give us steel. More steel. Steel, steel, steel. Why are you going back each time? Stupid colonists. Not a lot, but it's something. Obviously. Oh. Nerk has decayed. What's the recruitment difficulty on Lynx? 71%. That's not terrible. Not great. It's not that bad. Okay. Bunch of insane rats. Great. This was just rats and not something more dangerous. Probably want to have somebody treat Samantha. Tony, for example. Instead of doing sewing, which is not particularly high on the list of things that need doing when there are people with injuries. Don't want any fatal infections. By any means. Okay, that's the infirmary done. Do we have enough silver to cover the floor in sterile tile? We should think. Maybe. Hopefully. Alright, that was the rat that I set to hunting, or to be hunted, so that it would be killed off. That explains that. Major break risk. Yuzuka. Why? Hideous environment. Huh. Well, you are in a mine, so we're in an incomplete region of the mountain. So, you know. Probably going to use wood walls, because I don't have a ton of stone. Because I haven't started doing stone cutting yet. I haven't even set up a table for that. Probably need more stockpile space. Guess I'm going to have to do this. Because there's still stuff outside that I would like to get taken inside. More food poisoning. Don't even care. There's a psychic drone on the area. That's not brilliant. And it affects females, which is my entire colony. It's even greater. Although I suppose conversely, if it was only males, it wouldn't affect me at all. Is there a ship chunk somewhere that is emitting that, or is it just a general drone? I think it might just be a general drone. Yeah, there's no emitter on the map. Yeah. Hopefully that'll end relatively soon. Hopefully without any mental breaks. Yeah. Maybe I should not do that. Maybe I should set up for stone cutting instead. Yes, it's going to have to go there. More food poisoning, which I still don't care about. Let's have her set that up. Did that? I need 30 steel as well as the construction or base material, which was wood. Alright, fortunately I got some steel. And I should have more than enough wood to do it. And then we can set up a stone cutting bill. And I'm going to make it What do I have the most of? Limestone. So let's make this just limestone. So let's clear all, and then just limestone. Do until we have... I have limestone. Oh wait, no. That's slate. Okay, let's do 300. That should do. And then hopefully someone will, with crafting, will get on that. And I haven't had any limestone blocks yet, so I have to wait until somebody makes the first batch before I can start planning walls with them. Who's a crafter? I have a bunch of people who can do crafting. That's nice, I guess. So much growing going on. There's too little hauling being done, I think. We need to bump hauling up to make sure that it is being done above some other things. Because mostly all of this food needs to be hauled inside before it spoils. Hopefully. NG's another mental break, still a mild one. Or a mild effect at least. Which is great. Well, yeah. It's great that it's a mild effect, I guess. Yeah. Okay, Samantha's... Don't think I want you doing crafting. Or I guess that's... I can have that lower than researching, because I have other people that can do crafting. But now I have a bunch of limestone blocks. Now I can start planning or putting up walls using them, which is great. Hopefully someone will construct those as well. Do I have anyone besides NG and Shizuka that can do construction? Not really. I mean, Tony can do it. He has some passion for it. Cox has as well, so I guess I might as well allow them to do it. Indy's gotten food poisoning. At least she's snapped out of the daze. There's nobody doing the crafting yet. Probably want somebody on... probably going to have Tony be on a higher priority for crafting than constructing. Hopefully that she will do some block making as a result. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then hopefully NG will do some wall making out of those blocks when she wakes up. Ideally. It's an eclipse. Great. And I don't have any solar power plants or wind turbines yet. At least I have a backup battery bank. We need to leave a set of walls. Unmined here for now, just in case the walls don't get constructed fast enough, so the ceiling doesn't collapse. Rare thrombos. Don't care about that. And food poisoning. Because of course. And another escape pod containing Pura, female space refugee with high social and research and a lot of incapables. I don't want you. I don't want you at all. Let's get this buck hauled. This doesn't get wasted. Struck compacted machinery. Oh. Probably want to mine that out before building walls here. Because components are useful, obviously. And it stopped being fun complaining about these stupid food poisoning notifications. Isn't there a way to disable them? It would be great. But of course there isn't. Can't disable individual notifications, unfortunately. It's a shame. Let's finish these dang conduits. Connect this stuff up. Otherwise nothing is going to work. Obviously. I think we can distract Shizuka from the mining down here by expanding the stockpile a bit. Probably want more than that, actually. Now, is this compact machinery? Yeah. That is in the freezer, though. Probably want to cut that out first. And then there's some compact steel in here as well. There's so much mining to be done. I kind of wish we had someone else who's good at mining. But we have literally nobody else that has any passion for it. And there's another escape pod with another female who is also incapable of a lot of things, and lazy and neurotic. Yeah, I don't want that. Definitely not. Nope. Tons of nope. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. NG. Oh. You dropped your peel, I suppose. You can have the pistol instead when you wake up. Whenever that is. The eclipse is ending. Nice. Finally. Finally recruited Lynx. That's great. You're going to need another bed, but I can unmark these as prisoner beds for now. NG, come equip the pistol. Actually, you have pretty high shooting. Yeah, I probably want the great bow instead. It's probably a better hunting weapon. Okay, we researched automatic power switch. What is next? Brewing? Microelectronics basics? I think brewing. Although we aren't harvesting any, or we aren't farming any hops yet, but unlocking the brewing stuff probably doesn't hurt. Stockpile is being expanded, which is great. Going to put in limestone doors for the infirmary because they are going to look a little nicer. Things be less brown. I also might want to replace the walls to the infirmary with limestone walls. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to cut out the corners immediately. Actually, I guess I might as well. Doesn't really matter that much, I don't think. I'm not sure where the construction efforts are focused currently. Okay, Lynx is doing cooking, apparently. You have high handling, hunting. Cooking, I suppose you can have. Do you have any passion for that? No. Really high shooting and melee though, which is why I wanted to recruit you in the first place. I guess it doesn't matter that you aren't very good at cooking. I'm going to take you off hunting because I don't want you going hunting with a Sniper rifle. But I want you to have the sniper rifle for when we get attacked. And I'm going to leave that as a pillar in this room. Let's expand the stockpile. I'm going to leave a path in the middle to make getting around the stockpile easier. Now walls are being constructed, which is great. And doors. Cox is helping too, which is great as long as you don't fail. I guess that's because these battery banks are complete. And I'm going to try only keeping a single bank connected. Unless maybe 2 at a time. Should do. And then have the rest as backups, which are going to remain separate. And if one of those surges, only that bank will be affected, which is nice. Samantha doing some research down there. Not sure what I'm going to do for floors in here. I haven't researched carpet making yet, and I don't have any cloth yet. I won't have until these cotton plants are ready to be harvested. Maybe I should research carpet making next. It's pretty high tier research though, or a lot of work required, which seems weird for something so simple. We have a visitor who has stuff to trade, which is nice. Let's see who our highest social person is. It's probably you. Yeah. Definitely Samantha. So, I'm going to have Samantha talk to that person about trading when they actually get here. And probably not when Samantha is asleep. Hopefully they don't leave before she wakes up. I can probably stop with the floor smoothing here. I'm going to put in limestone tiles instead. I think they look a little nicer. Let's do that for now. And then let's cancel the smoothing in here as well. And then we're going to try something interesting here. Because I do happen to have a bunch of slate blocks stored up. This will hopefully look interesting. And work nicely as a dining room floor. Oh. They're leaving already. Where'd they go? There they are. Okay. Well, Samantha didn't have time to wake up apparently, so I'm going to have to wake her up prematurely so I get to see what this person has to trade. Not a lot. Medicine and components. I'm going to buy the medicine. And then sell poor pants with 27% left. I don't want that. Don't really need components, so I'm just going to go with that. Yeah. Oh. Damn. Okay, I can't actually afford that. Well, let's buy as much as possible, which I guess means 2, which are better than none. So yeah, let's go with that. Minor break risk times 4. I can probably ignore that safely. It's not very likely to cause any issues with minor break risks. Hopefully. I'll worry if they turn into major break risks eventually. Alright, so that is going to be the end of this stream. There's nobody watching right now though, but for you who are watching the recording, and thanks to those who have been watching, and to the raiders from earlier, and to you who are watching the recording, and hopefully I'll see you next time. And you can of course find out when the next stream is going to be by keeping an eye out on my scheduling page. You can also subscribe via email to get notified when a stream is scheduled or actually starts, or both. So yeah, I'll see you next time.